Hi guys, welcome to the YouTube channel, The Novel Trading. I hope you have joined, guys. Those who are waiting, I am so sorry we have delayed for 2 minutes, but we are going to start and continue our major internship and major mentorship in the forex trading, guys. I hope that you have learned a lot till yet. And if there is anything that you have not understood, and people have already commented on the previous videos about the questions as well. So if there is anything that you want me to revise something, or you want me to make a special video on, you can still go on to the your or on our YouTube video and comment on that whatever topic you are not able to understand properly. Okay, guys. So hi Zaid, hi Permavisian. Those who have joined, please hit the like button, guys. And let's start in 2 minutes. I'm just waiting for other people to join in 2 minutes. Okay. Okay. Hi Pawar. I hope that everyone is joining. Please hit the like button, guys. Those who are joining. There are so many good things that we are going to discuss today. Today we have to do with our fundamental analysis. Yesterday we were not able to cover that because the video got long. So in today's class, we are going to cover up the fundamental analysis, how we are going to do the fundamental in the forex itself. Secondly, we are going to start our technical journey as well. The major thing I told you that while doing intraday trading, you have to focus 80% on the technicals only. Okay. So we are going to start with our technical education today as well, starting with the candlesticks and how to read them properly. Okay, so today's class is going to be interesting. And tomorrow, do not try to miss tomorrow or the next video, because I'm going to start with the price action and how you can start trading in the markets. I'll start explaining the setup, which you can use freely on a regular basis. Okay, guys, so let's come to the next slide. There's a small disclaimer. Please go through it once. Okay, fundamental analysis. So let's start our journey, majorly which we have left from yesterday itself. So if you have not revised the previous video, there is a whole playlist going on. You can revise it for free of cost. So I hope that before doing this, or before jumping onto the next video, I want you to revise the previous videos, previous basic videos properly. Okay, the fundamental analysis and the news analysis. As I told you that there are two types of analysis that any trader can do, or any investor can do. Okay, investor or trader. So there are two types of analysis which we do. That is, first is fundamental analysis, and the second is the technical analysis. Now, the fundamental analysis is majorly related to the all the aspects. Let's say we are talking about gold. Okay, so all the aspects related to the gold other than the price itself, which is basically, you can say, determining its price, or it is moving the price of the gold. I have given an example. Let's say interest rate. If the federal bank wants to increase the interest rate, then what will happen? The gold will go up and down. Similarly, the FOMC things, the CPI index, the PPI index, these are the things which actually pressurize the gold prices to move up and down. So anything which is political or economic event, which is basically, you can say, touching the price of the gold and making it move. These are known as the fundamental analysis. These are the fundamental factors, or these are the fundamental aspects because of which the gold price moves ups and down. And the major thing, which, if we are talking about the technical analysis only, then we are talking about the price itself. I have explained you about the difference between the fundamental and the technical in the previous video, so I'm not going to go over there in detail. I don't want to waste your time. We're just going to the tactics of how we are going to understand the fundamental analysis, how we are going to do the fundamental analysis in our golden forex trading in the market. Okay, so the technical analysis is majorly the study of the price, which we are going to start today as well. So fundamental, I'm trying to cover in the first half of the session, and in the second half, we are trying to, let's say, I'll try to start with the technicals itself, the candlesticks and everything. And from tomorrow, there will be major things, because I'm going to start with the price action. I'm going to start with the direction, how to identify the direction, how to trade, what are the exact entry points, what are the exact stop losses or the target prices that you should put. Okay, so let's come on to the next slide. Okay, what is fundamental analysis? So the basic aspect of trading is, the trading is hidden in the analysis part, or the investment is hidden in the analysis part over itself. Okay, you analyze the price of any currency via computing its worth. So let's say if I think, because of the fundamental analysis, because of the interest rate, the ongoing things that are happening in the market, I believe that if I want to buy some dollars today, let's say I want to buy some dollars today, okay, then against my INR, obviously, because I'm living in India, so my local currency is INR. Okay, if you're living in any other country, your currency will be different. So let's say I believe that after analyzing fundamentally, I think that the dollar right now should be at 80 rupees per dollar. Okay, this is what should be the price. Now try to understand, this is not spot price, this is not market price, this is not anything, this is my analytical price, this is what I believe that the price should be. Okay, like if you want to buy a car, right, and you're going through the features of the car, you estimate yourself, you compare the car with other companies as well, and try to estimate the cost, that if this has let's say power steering, power window, it has more, if it is electrical, if it is hybrid, or let's say if it has some cool features in the car, then the price of the car should be this much. Let's say you found a car and all the features is basically are about 10 lakh, or you can say 10,000 USD in the market. So I'm not talking in INR. Let's talk in the USD only. So you found a car worth of $10,000 only. You think that the car which is specified right now, which is giving, which is all the features right now, is just worth of $10,000. And the dealer of the car is basically selling it to you at $11,000. Okay, it is he's selling you at $11,000. Now tell me simply, comment in the comment box. Do you really think that you will like to buy this car? Guys, I'm waiting for your answer. Okay, so please try to understand the question. You think that this car, let's say it can be any car, X car, I'm not taking any brand name or something like that. Let's say there is an X car and you think that the worth of this car should be $10,000 and the dealer is selling you at $11,000. Now tell me, would you want to buy this car or not? What do you think? You should buy this car, or you should go for some other brand, or I should not buy this car? Yes or no? Okay, a specific answer, guys. What do you think? Either you would like to buy this car or no. Okay, so many people are saying no, negotiate or something like that, right? So majorly what I'm doing over here is, what I'm trying to tell you over here is regarding the currencies, guys. You have to start analyzing. When you're starting analyzing in the fundamental aspects of the currency, I think that if I want to buy dollar right now, it should be rupees 80 per dollar. Okay, and the current market price. So now I have analyzed my price because of this fundamental factors. I've analyzed my price. I believe that it should be this one. Your current market price. Now there are two situations. Try to understand the situation. The current market price in the situation one is rupees 78 per dollar. Is rupees 78 per dollar, and the current market price in the situation two is rupees 88 per dollar. Okay. So what I believe fundamentally right now is that the price should be rupees 80 per dollar. And the current market price in situation one is 78 per dollar. Would I like to buy? What do you think? Would I like to buy this dollar? Yes or no? Yes, I would. Why? Because if you will look, the current market price is still in discount, or you can say is still less than what I believe it should be. Okay, so while we are doing the fundamental analysis, the major focus of our fundamental analysis is to compute some worth. Okay, it can be anything. It can be a car, it can be a phone, it can be a currency. But the major thing is you need to have an idea how much you need to have an idea of how much you can spend, or what should be the worth of this currency, commodity, whatever you want to buy. Okay, as soon as you decide that it should be 80. Now in situation one, when it is rupees 78 per dollar, you might be willing to buy it for sure. Why? Because it is still in discount price of whatever you believe. And in situation two, if you think that the worth of this dollar is right now 80, but right now the current market price is 88, what are you going to do? You are going to not buy it. Or maybe if you have some dollars, you might try to sell it because you think in the future the price is going to go downside. So that is why we do the fundamental analysis. We have to create a bias in our mind. We have to create an idea in our mind of what kind of worth the commodity is actually having right now. Okay, so this is how you can say you can take financial decisions in the market when you're doing the fundamental analysis. So you compute this worth by analyzing the features of the currency pairs and so forth. After the analysis, you get an estimated value of the currency and then compare with the actual price, and then accordingly decide whether you want to buy it or sell it. So after computing the value because of the fundamental analysis, you then compute, or you can say you then compare what is the current market price right now, and would I be engaged in this selling or buying decision or not. Okay, so this is what the fundamental analysis is all about. Now let's try to understand the resources that we are going to use to do the fundamental analysis. So for fundamental analysis, will use the forexfactory.com. So this is a very, very good website. All over the world, it is being used unanimously. Okay, no doubt there are other websites, dailyfx.com, Okay, there are various other websites which are showing the forex currency news. There are even same brokers in the market, those who are now pushing up the forex calendars. But I think that the genuine calendar that you can use for long term is the forexfactory.com, or if you have any other choice, you can do so as well. Go to this economic calendar. So as soon as you put up the, you go and search on the Google the FX calendar, or let's say forex calendar, you will get this link, the forexfactory.com, and there you will see the upcoming events that are going to happen and affect your trade or affect the currency in the market. Okay, so whenever I want to do some fundamental, so let's say if you have seen my videos on the YouTube that I do some news trading in the market. So what is news? News is one of the fundamental factors which is going to affect the price of my commodity or the currency that I'm dealing in, right? So I don't want my decisions, or let's say I don't want my trade to go in the wrong direction. And if I know in, you can say, advance, that let's say on certain date, on certain time period, such and such news is going to come in the market, right? So what are you going to do? You're going to be precautious. You are not going to take some uneducated guesses in the market. You're not going to gamble your money. Rather, you might be able to do your technical analysis well. So that's what I actually teach in personal sessions as well, like how to do the news trading, how to understand what type of market or in what direction the market is going, either upside or downside. Okay, so majorly thing is, when you are understanding and when you're trading in the market as a fluent trader, you need to have a very good outlook of the today's forex news in the market. So even let's say if you have gone to my channel, I do what? I have a weekly homework in the market. So on Saturday, Sunday, what do? I go on this, this forexfactory.com. I try to note down all my let's say news timings and the dates that are coming in the market, and then I trade on those, and I then make my schedule of the next week or the next to next week based on that calendar itself. Okay, so this is what you can do. The same thing, you can go to this, and I'll show you the screenshot. I have this screenshot of the next slide in. I think I'll show you this over here. uh, yeah, like this. So if you go to the forex factory or dailyfx.com, this is how the news is going to look you like. Okay, so you will see the currencies over here, which currencies are going to be affected in the market. You will see the exact time zone, or you can say the exact date in which the currency is going to be affected. And also the major thing is exact timing. I'm telling you guys, I have been very much profitable because of these things. Because let's say in stock market or equity market, you don't get a perfect time. Let's say today is if any news is going to be released in the market, there is no perfect time, there is no spotless time. But in the forex news, everything is spotless. That means if it is written that this news is going to be released at 6:30 or 8:30, it is going to be released at 6:30. And whatever movement that you are going to understand, or whatever movement that you are going to see in the market because of this news, you are going to see there and then itself. And that is why many fund managers or many prop firms do not even allow you to do the news trading. They won't allow you to risk their capital when you're trading in the news. But let's say if you're our student and you are having this capital, you can trade on the news as well. You can even live trade with me on the news as well. So it depends upon the perspective. If you want to be threatened by a news, let's say if you are threatened by the volatility and you're a normal trader, don't go for it. Try not to trade in news. And as a beginner, let's say if you're a beginner, I would always suggest that for the 6 months, you should never trade the news. At least have experience of 6 months, 2 years, and then try to trade the news, because the volatility is huge. So people have blown millions of dollars of their account in just one single news. Because as soon as, let's say, the 6:30 price is going something like this, try to understand a figure something like this, the price is going like this, and as soon as the news comes in, the news flashes, the price will go like this, the price will go like a boom, and within a single candle, it might even break the previous day high, or even the weekly high, or even the monthly high. That is the impact of the news. It can do so, and similarly it can go do so like this as well. So those who have bought in the news, what will happen to them? They might have some good trades, but what if they have sold? What will happen? And the market went up. I can tell you, the stop losses, even the normal stop losses, doesn't work in the news because the volatility is so huge. So let's say even if you have put a 10 pip stop loss or a 100 pip stop loss in the news, okay, the stop loss is never going to hit in the market, because stop loss is a limit order and the market never reached to that price. Either the market will go very huge towards the upside or downside. So your stop loss doesn't work. So what do you need to do when the news is going to be released in the market? You have to have the risk management. You have to have a proper risk management in your circle. Okay, so let's come back to the calendar over here. So over here, you will see the exact currency, exact time or exact date, and exact time as well when the news is going to be released. Now comes to this journal. Now this is the major news, you can say, index in the market when such news is going to be released, and what is the impact. So let's say if you go to Forex Factory, there will be some folder option over there. I'll make a specific video about this as well, and you can see why this news is basically important for you. Okay, now one of the major thing you have to understand is there are n number of news in the market on an everyday basis. But what really matters to me and what really should matter to any forex trader or you is this red box or this you can say medium volatility. So what is happening in some news, you are going to see that there are going to be red boxes in front of you. Okay, that means whatever whatever the new whenever this news is going to be released in the market, the impact is going to be huge. But let's say if the yellow box or in some websites it is blue, if this news gets released in the market, this is not a very much impact in the market. But the major thing is all these red news, all these red columns or red boxes are highly important for you, because that is when the market does something like this. Either it will boom towards the upside or it will plunge towards the downside a very lot of pips, and the stop losses doesn't have much say in this. Okay, so that's why we have to take less positions when we are trading in the news. We are doing very less positions, or you're managing risk in your daily momentum. Okay, so that is how you do the analysis in the news index. Basically, whenever you have to go to the forex factory, you have to understand this is your chart. You have to see which kind of news and which currency pair the news is being released. Let's say if it is related to the USD news, I told you USD news is highly related to any currency in the market, because this is a major forex pair. So if there is a news in USD, every other forex pair, even if it is might not be related to USD, it will also be volatile. Okay, even if you see GBP JPY, some people trade in GBP JPY, they are fond of it. So that pair also is going to be highly volatile in this news in the market. Okay, that is why when you are doing this news trading, or when you are trading intraday trading in the market, you have to understand, you have to keep track of when the news is going to come in the market. And if you can't keep the track, just subscribe to this channel, because whenever the news is going to come in the market, I try to make best possible videos, best possible analysis, what is going to happen in the news before and after videos as well. Okay, so that is also you can do. You can join a broadcast list regarding the news as well. So whenever the news is going to come, I try to update my community when the news is going to come and how it is going to affect in the market. So these are the things that you have to do whenever you are intraday trading. You have to keep track of these timings when this news is going to be released, in which currency it is going to be released. So if you're trading in USD, highly probable chances are USD related news is very much you can say astounding for you. Okay, and you have to take care of it. So there was another slide which we are seeing like, yeah, so for the resources, as I told you, for the fundamental resources, for the fundamental analysis, you can go to this website and use the forex calendar. Secondly, for technical analysis, as I told you, we are going to cover up the how we are going to do the fundamental, as well as we are going to start with the technical analysis as well. For technical analysis, you are going to use www.tradingview.com for chart and pattern analysis. So whatever the technical analysis I am going to teach you over here, how you do the how you do the technical, how you read the price, how you read the charts, we are going to cover up a lot of things. And in the coming days as well, I'm going to make some continuation videos, so that you people don't get even after the internship or the mentorship is done, you people don't get disappointed or something like you got to stop learning. You need to continue the learning. Okay, so that is why I'll try to make the continuous videos for you guys. So it is a standard and one of the best charting software. There are other charting softwares as well if you want to use, but the best way I have taken the premium of this tradingview.com as well. So I believe that this is best. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, forex currency news analysis. I have told you about it. Let me just give you a conclusion and the revision about the forex. This news analysis. So you can use this website, or you can use the dailyfx.com as well. You have to look at which currency, at what time, at what date the news is going to come in the market. Now these are the major things. Red, yellow, and warning. Do not try to trade the red section. So yellow is basically the major two important thing, which is the major two types of news which are important for you is the yellow box and the red box. Okay, yellow box and the red box. So yellow is low impact and red is high impact. That means if the news is written with a red box, you need to take care of the timing, because the market will be highly volatile there and then itself. Warning is, do not try to trade on the red section news as a beginner, and that's why I have already provided you at least have 6 months of experience. Try to understand, try to observe the market, how the market is reacting on the news when there is going to be in the market. So let's say if you're a beginner, for the next 6 months, you may try to watch the your pair in front of the news, but do not try to trade on it. Just observe, just have a perspective in the market, create a story. Let's say in the CBI news, I think that the USD, or let's say gold, is about to go towards the upside, and then put up a, you can say, demo trade in the market, or you have a simulated trade in the market. Do not try to trade with the real money, otherwise you will blow up your account. Okay, so that is why news is highly important, and how you can observe in the initial days. We have covered this one. Yes. So this is a fundamental part. That is all. Now we are going to come with the trading technicalities or the technical concepts in the market. So I hope that you have done with the, you have understood how we are going to do the fundamental analysis in the news itself. If you have any questions, I'm waiting. I'm pausing for 1 minute. Okay. And you can go and put your questions in it. So if you have any questions related to the fundamental analysis still yet, guys, you can, I'm just pausing for 1 minute. You can ask your questions and I will answer to your queries. One query I've already received, sir, should we connect MT4 or MT5 to XNES? You can connect anyone. If you want to connect MT4, you can connect MT4. If you're handy with MT5, you can connect with MT5 as well. Okay, is if there is any, guys, if there is any question related to this fundamental analysis, guys, you could put in the comment box. This is very much important. I'm telling you, if you're an intraday trader, the news is going to be highly impacting your whole trade in the market. I'm pausing for 1 minute and then we are going to start with the trading technicalities. As a beginner, should we trade in news? So as I just told you, you should never trade in news as a beginner. Just try to observe. Do not try to make a perspective, try to make a conjecture, but do not trade with real money. Even you can put up a demo trade if you want, but never trade on real money while you are on the news, because that is high probability because of lack of experience, or let's say because you didn't have, you might be able to, you might made a mistake in technical analysis of somewhat. It might be a little bit fatal for you guys. So do not try to trade the news while you are a beginner. At least wait for 6 to 8 months and then try to trade with it. Okay, so let's start with the trading technicalities, guys, about the technical education, how we can technically analyze the charts. As I told you, there are two types of analysis: fundamental analysis and the technical one. The fundamental analysis we are done with. It's a very small thing because we are just going to give it a 20% focus. And that too, when you, how do you have to do that? On weekends, just try to make your calendar that this is the week and this is how the news is going to come for the next week, and make your schedule your time zone according to it. The second type on which you have to focus 80% of your time is a technical analysis. So basically, whenever you're doing intraday trading in the market or even swing trading in the market, the major thing is what you have to focus on is the technical analysis. So let's go to this next slide and try to understand what is happening in the technical. So types of traders in the market. There are, this is very important because while you are doing the trading, you can't understand whether I should use 1 minute time frame, 5 minute time frame. When you go to the tradingview.com, there are so many time frames that you can use in the market. So what I'm trying to do over here is I'm trying to show you what type of personality you are and what kind of trader you can become, because there are 4 types of traders that are available in the market. So first is very much important. So let's start from here. First is very aggressive one, or let's say very fast one, the scalpers in the market. The participants who enter into trade and square off the transaction within some few minutes. I'm not even talking about hours. Like if you talk about me, when I'm light trading, I mostly enter for 15 to 20 minutes. That's it. So my whole thing is scalping as well. So I do a lot of good scalping in the market. So what the scalpers do, they try to enter, let's say on 7:30 I entered into a trade, and by 7:34 or 7:35 I'm out of the trade, and I have done my profits or losses, whatever the thing is, I've got my results. So those are known as the scalpers. If you are a scalper, I believe you should always use a 1 minute time frame on your candlestick chart. Okay, 1 minute and 5 minute. You can also use the 5 minute time frame. Secondly, intraday traders. Okay, now this is very important because scalpers and intraday traders are a little bit different. The participant squares off his trade within the same day, holding the trades for a few minutes to some few hours. So if you are, let's say, buying today on the morning itself, let's say I bought euro in the London session at 11:30 a.m. Okay, when the London session starts in the market, and I held till this trade, or I was into this trade till the end of the New York session, or let's say 12:30 p.m. Okay, 12:30, sorry, 12:30 a.m. That means the more than 11 hours in the more than 12 hours in the market. So what I'm doing is, when I'm holding the tray for the whole day, but I'm squaring it off in the same day itself, but it might be in some hours, it might be some minutes, then we are intraday traders. So if you talk about me, I am both. Like in between, I use the intraday techniques as well, but I am mostly doing the scalping as well. So for intraday traders who are trading for, let's say, for huge number, who can hold the trade for some few hours, they should use the 15-minute or 5-minute time frame. Okay, 15-minute and 5-minute time frame. There are many other, I don't know, on the social media platforms, there are so many traders who are telling us, let's say, initially I also started with the training as well, but then there was few good momentums that some few traders came to me, professional traders came to me and helped me. But when I started trading and you started trading, you also are requiring the, you can say, the social media platforms, right? So I did the same. I started with the social media platform in the market, but then It took me some time. It took me more than 2 years just to understand the markets. And after that, I started gaining experience of how to trade in the market. So same thing you have to do. Okay. I know that you are a beginner right now. You are trying here and there, or you might be a, let's say a in between, you are a in between a professional and a beginner, and you're still not making profits in the market. Only thing I can suggest you is stick to one thing. Stick to one strategy, stick to one trainer. Many people who are trading in this field without a trainer, I believe it is not possible. I have been into that journey. I've tried my best not to, you know, cost me any dollars on training itself, but I'm telling you guys, it's not worth it, because you will actually, lose a lot of time period in just learning. Okay, I'm not saying just do it with me, do it with any of your trainer. Maybe you have a personality with some other trainer. Just have one, so that you don't miss so much opportunities, you don't miss so much time in just learning and exercising these. Sorry. So intraday traders, those who are holding the trades for a few minutes to few hours, when you're doing intraday trading, yeah, the main point I wanted to share was, many people say that you can look on one hour time frame, or you can say 4 hour time frame. If you're an intraday trader, you can never go there. The maximum time frame that you should use is a 15-minute, or max to max is 30 minutes. If you are not satisfied with 15 minutes, just use 15 minutes or 30 minutes time frame. But the minimum time frame that you should use for intraday time frame, for intraday trading, is 5 minutes. Do not go to for do not go to 1 minute. 1 minute is just for scalping. Okay. Then comes the swing traders. Now these are traders who are enter into a trade and hold the same trades from 3 days to even few weeks. So all the BTST strategies, if you have heard about the BTST strategies, buy today, sell tomorrow, these are the swing trading strategies. When you are, let's say I'm taking a trade today and I'm planning to go till next Tuesday, then I'm a swing trader. I'm still a trader. I'm not into investments, because investments, as I told you guys, they have to be more than 6 months. They have to be more than 2 years. When I'm, let's say I want to, invest into some good share in the market, then I will not be getting out of that trade or out of that investment very soon. Okay, so I'll hold it for next 2 to 5 years in the market. That is what known as investment. But when I'm doing it for few weeks or even few days, then that is known as the swing trading. And whenever you're doing swing trading, the minimum charts that you should use is 1 hour and 4 hours. Okay, these are the major two chart time frames that you should use if you are doing a swing trading. So let's say if you are doing already into a job and you don't have much time to analyze in something, so do what? Don't go into intraday or don't go into scalping. Just go for swing trading. Learn the swing trading properly and then execute the principles of it. Okay, now the major thing is the positional. The fourth type of trader is a positional trader, or also known as investor, because they hold the same trade for at least 6 months or even for some years. Okay, so if you are into investment, I told you, if you're doing positional trading, the majorly you have to look at weekly time frame analysis and the daily time frame analysis. That's how you can hold the trade for the long term. So even when you have done the fundamentals, as I told you, when you're doing the investments, you have to majorly look at the fundamentals. But I also told you have to focus on the technicals as well, because the technicals is going to answer you where to buy from and where to target to and where I should put my stop loss. So when you're technically analyzing while doing the positional trading in the market, then you should focus on weekly and the daily charts in the market. Okay, so these are the major time frames. These are the major chart time frames that you should use, and you have to understand whatever your current schedule is and whatever you want to become. You have to you have to align them. So if you have much more time, if you are doing nothing right now, let's say you are done with your studies and you are finding a career in this market, you can be an intraday trader, you can be a scalper in the market. But let's say if you have already have a job, you don't have much time to trade or analyze in the market, you can also go for swing trading in the market. And the major thing is, if you are already now, positional trading is not just for someone who doesn't have time or some money. The major thing about the positional trading is about the money. If you have more than $1 million, this portfolio, you should always go into investment. Put some small money into intraday and scalping, but majorly you have to park your funds for positional investing only. So even if you ask me where my major fund is, 70% of my major fund is already parked into investments. I just trade intraday trade with only 30%, or let's say 40% of my total net worth or total capital, which I've introduced for the financial risk. So this is how you can do the fund management and the this risk management in the market. So as I told you, in this internship, in this mentorship, we are also going to understand how to manage the risk, how to manage your daily expenses, okay, or how to manage your daily portfolio. So let's say if you have $10,000, if you have $10,000, I'm just giving you an example. If you have $10,000, try to put around $8,000 into long term. Okay, if you don't want to take a risk, if you are, then I will say suggest 50-50 rule. That means $5,000 you put into your investment directly, and $5,000 you just directly put for your trading capital. Okay, let's say if you're a risk averse person, you don't like much risk, then try to have $8,000 into your long-term investments and only $2,000 for intraday trading and scalping. Okay, this is how you can manage your money. And if you have any kind of money, you can just use the same ratios in the market. Okay, let's come to the next slide. Requirements of the software that we are going to require in this market is basically the broker account. You can use the XNES. You can use the same link to find open up your account. Second is the charting software, which I already told you. For the technical analysis part, we are going to use the tradingview.com. Hi, those who are joining, you're already late, guys. Try to watch the recording at least twice, and please hit the like button. Those who have joined the session, guys, please hit the like button, and let me know if you have questions any over here. Okay, so for the technical analysis, I was over here. Technical analysis, we are going to use the tradingview.com. For the news or the fundamental analysis, we are going to use the FOREX Factory, or you can use the daily fix as well. For trading software, now you have to understand majorly in stock market or equity markets, the broker account and your trading platform is basically the same. I think that's majorly happen in the stock market or the equity markets, but over here you have to mind it, your trading software is MT4 and MT5, and you have to connect your broker. Let it be any one broker, but you have to connect your broker with either of these softwares. So majorly MT5 is the most updated one, so you can use the MT5 as well, but if you want to use, you can for the MT4 as well. So by the end of this let's say mentorship, or I'll try to make some video as well, like how to connect how to open up your broker account, how to connect this to your MT5, and then how to use the MT5 or MT4 as well. Okay, so we are going to go for there as well. Now this is the view of the trading view. Since we are into the technicals, we have to understand on what we have to do our technical analysis. So no doubt we have understood that when we are studying the price, then we are doing a technical analysis. But where do we do a technical analysis is the tradingview.com. So this is a small image of how you can do the trading view, how the trading view opens in front of you. So this is my watch list. Now this is my stock watch list, but you can add your this FX watch list as well. Okay, so I'll show you in the coming videos how to use the FX watch list as well. So over here you can put your watch list over here, and this is how the candlestick chart will look like in the market. And on the same chart, you have to do your technical analysis. Okay, so over here, let me show you something. Okay, so let's say this is your time frame, guys. You can use your time frame as per according to the intraday or the scalping that you're doing. If you're swing trading, I have already told you what time frame can you use in the market. From here you can script. This is known as script. Okay, so you can change your script from here. Let's say from Reliance I want to go to Euro USD, so I will just click on this, type Euro USD, or you can just directly type Euro USD, you will get it. Secondly, now over here, what are the other functions? So let me go one by one. What are the functions of this tradingview.com? No doubt we are going to go over to the real tradingview.com, but I think that will be done in the next, or I think in the next to next one. Okay, so till then I'm just giving you the outlook so that you can start doing your assignments and practice in the market. Okay, and people who are not doing your assignments, you're not going anywhere, you will not get certificates. So please do your assignments. It is for your own knowledge and revisions only. Okay, indicators. Now if I want to apply some indicators which we are also going to study, let's say EMAs, Bollinger Bands, we can apply the indicators from here. This is the financials which we can use from the reports related to the Reliance, and these are the templates. If you want to save your own type of template, let's say you want a dark mode over here, you don't like the white mode, you can use the dark mode. So these are the things that you can use. This is very important. Alert. So let's say the price is moving over here and I want to buy it here over here. So what I can do is that I will put a straight line over here, I'll put an alert on it. So what will happen, as soon as the price will reach over here, the tradingview.com will give me an email alert, SMS alert, and even this mobile app alert that your price has reached your favorable location. If you want to buy, you can make your decision right now. Okay, so this is how we are going to use the tradingview.com for technical analysis. Now, coming into the technical analysis, you have to understand that there are 4 types of charts that are available for you. First is the line chart, second is the bar chart, third is the candle chart, and fourth is the Heikinashi. So let's go into them one by one, and then we are going to understand which we are going to use the most. So this is how the line charts look like. Yeah, I think this is the chart for Euro USD. Okay, Euro USD or GBP USD. So majorly thing is the line charts looks like this. It is basically a simple line. Wherever the closing price is going to be there, the price is going to turn like this. If the price closes as like what had happened, From 230 onwards, the price started increasing, then stopped increasing. So we are denoting a line about the prices of how the prices of the Euro USD or GBP USD are moving up or down. And whenever the line is straightly towards the ups, means this is a good uptrend, or you can say the market is moving up. Whenever the line is going downside, that means the market is in downtrend or the prices are falling down. Okay, and that is what I was talking about. If you will look, this is, I think, minutes chart. Yes, 1 minute chart is this, and look at the volatility that we are receiving over here. Okay, so let me delete this. So what I was talking about is that this is 1 minute chart time frame. 1 minute time frame on charts. Look at the volatility. Look at the moves that we are going to get from like 330. My price was over here by 340, right? That means within 10 minutes, my price increased to this much pips. And if I calculate roughly, I think it was 1.13260, and the price reached even to 131.4. That means around, I think, 140 pips or 14 pips, the price moved towards the upside or downside. So within 10 minutes, the scalpers, make such profits like this only. Because the scalpers are doing what? The scalpers are doing this. They are buying from here, and they are within 10 minutes, they are realizing their profits over here. Okay, and the number of the lot size that they're going to put in is all we will discuss in the risk management. But that's how the trading is done within minutes itself. Because I told you, the forex currencies are highly volatile in the market. Within minutes, you can make n number of profits as you want to. Okay, the next side, the bar chart. Okay, the bar chart is something like a line chart, but over here you will see the 4 points over here, like this candle. The green bars are for basically that the price is moving towards the upside. The red bars are basically signifying where the price is going. That means the red means that the price is going down, and the green means that the price is going up. Okay, and this is how the bar chart looks like. I think very less traders uses bar chart. Sometimes we use line chart for understanding the clear direction when the candles are choppy, but the bar chart is very less used. Okay, very less used in the market. So but if you think that you're comfortable with the bar chart, you can go with the bar chart as well. But I majorly use what? I majorly use the candlestick chart, and this is used by more than, I think, 95% of the traders in this whole market are using the candlestick chart. And there is a specific reason why do we use the candlestick chart and not other chart. Because candlestick, like if I talk a small difference between the other charts and the candlestick chart is they will show you the difference, or you can say it will show you the emotions of buyers and sellers. It will also show you along with the, you can say, along with the presentation of price in front of you, it will also show you the emotions of the buyers and sellers, and because of which we are able to determine either the buyers are in control of the market or the sellers are in control of the market. Because if the buyers are in control of the market is going to go up. If at any point the sellers are in control of the market is going to go down. So this is how we use this thing, and use the candlestick charts to understand how or what financial decisions we should take in the market, and like what are the emotions that are being represented by the buyers and sellers itself. And that is our, I think, major technical analysis. When I will start you teaching about how you can create a story in the market, how you can read these candles properly, we will be actually be talking about the emotions, what a single candlestick is showing about the emotion of a buyer and seller. Like for example, I'll give you some small example. Like at this candle, like this pin bar candle is different from, let's say, this green big candle. If you will look over here, this is showing or representing different emotions, and this is showing different emotions in the market. And that's what we have to understand while doing the technical analysis. I'm not going to make you mug up some, or let's say mug up some this chart pattern or something like that, or candlestick pattern. I want you to properly understand what are the emotions decoded in the same candlestick chart. Okay, and that thing I will try, that I believe is the only thing which will try to make you different from other traders. See, more than all of the traders are looking at the same charts in the market. All of the traders are looking at the same charts in the market. But I can guarantee you with one thing, that the people who are selling from here and the people who are buying from there, okay, from this point, they are majorly 95% people are buying from here, and only 5% to 10% people are selling from here. And that is why the price went down. Okay, this is a very huge thing that you're going to understand in the future as well. Because the same chart, I will analyze the same chart, you might be analyzing the same chart, but we still, there are 95% traders. If you know the ratio, more than 70 to 80% traders are always losing money in the market. And why does that happen? Because they are not analyzing the charts, they are not well equipped with the proper chart knowledge and how to read the charts properly. So major profits, like I know that emotions are very much important while you're trading in the market, but you have to believe me that when you are doing the chart reading, when you want to understand what is going to happen in the perspective or what is going to happen in the future, how you can decode that, or how you can basically just know in advance where the price is trying to go. This is how you do it. You need to read the charts, you need to create a story with the chart, you need to understand the emotions of the buyers and sellers, and then only your decisions will be very well, good or bad. Now that depends upon totally upon the type of the trading that you're doing. But that is the major conjecture. If you are doing this thing, if you are being different from those traders who are just trying to mug up some chart patterns, who are just trying to mug up some candlestick patterns, you are not being there. Try to understand the emotions of the candles. Try to understand different things which other traders are doing, and majority of the traders are not doing. Okay, try to pin that point. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. Aikanashi. Aikanashi chart is simply, or the you can say fourth type of the charts that is available for you, and this will look like you. This will actually simply look to you like a candlestick chart, but they are different things. Sorry, but they are different things. If you will look, sometimes the candles doesn't have a lower wick over here. Okay, if I compare you with the previous chart, let me delete all the drawings. So if you will look over here, if you will look, that the candle has properly, two wicks, the upper side and the downside as well. But in the Heikinashi, you will see candles with no wicks. Okay, candles with no wicks, you will see that there are some various candles. Though this is also a candlestick chart, you have to remember. But Heikinashi is a little bit different. This is also a candlestick chart, but what happens is whenever the momentum is very strong, let's say if the buyers are buying again and again, again and again, or the buying momentum is highly strong, you will see that the price is creating no downside wick. Okay, no downside wick. Similarly, when the selling momentum is very huge, you will see that the price as or the candles are not making any upper wicks in the market. This is how this is the only difference between the Heikin Ashi. When the people are, let's say the traders are just trading on the momentum, they want to catch the momentum, they are mostly using the Heikin Ashi. And we have one setup. I think I have made one setup based on the Heikin Ashi as well. That is an indicator based setup, but that works I think more than 90% itself, because that is an indicator base. So you just need to apply the indicators, you need to apply what the indicators are telling you, and then you have to press the buy and sell button depending upon that. But in that setup I use the Heikinashi candle. So this is also very good important tool that you can use for long term, not just for short term. But major thing is, if you're just using price action, if you're not using any kind of indicator or something like that, just focus on the candlesticks. Okay, so this was today for all. Okay, if you have any questions, guys, you can start you can put it in the comment box. You can start having my WhatsApp number. You also have my WhatsApp number. You can WhatsApp me. I have received so many queries from last 2 days. There are so many things that I have to answer, so it might take a day or two more to answer all of your queries, but I hope that I am able to reply you as soon as possible. And we have started with our technical analysis, but tomorrow we are going to start with the major advanced concepts of the price action and the candlesticks, and how we are going to understand the emotions of these. One question is there, why do we use candlesticks mostly? As I told you, the candlesticks will try to give you the emotions of the buyers and sellers. You will be able to decode the emotions of the buyers and sellers. So let's say if I'm talking about here and I've given you an example, look at this candle, this green big candle, and look at this candle. Now these two candles, totally both of the candles are little are green in the market, but still both of the candles are showing different emotions. This candle is showing me strength, and this candle is showing me, you can say, doubt or weakness in the market. So this is how we will be decoding. This is how what we'll be learning tomorrow. We are going to understand the emotions behind the candles and how we can use the candlestick patterns. And no, we will not just revise the candlestick patterns. We are trying to understand the emotions behind these candles in the market, and how can we make our decision, how can we make our financial decisions accordingly. Okay, so this is all for today, guys. I know it was a small session, and I believe that you have learned a lot. So till the time, good luck to you all, and meet you tomorrow. Okay, and if you have any questions, you know what to do. You can message me on this number, or you can ask me in the next session as well. Till then, see you to you. Good luck to your traders. Let's meet you in the next video.